Here's a pattern I want you to watch for. You introduce AI into your workflow to help with drafting, notes, emails, summaries, first pass analysis. You tell yourself this is just a tool. It helps us go faster. We'll still review everything. But after a few weeks, something changes. You feel slightly more disconnected from the work. You review more, create less. And a question creeps in. If I didn't build this myself, do I actually understand it? Let's name what's actually happening here. AI doesn't remove judgment, it pushes judgment downstream. The human isn't out of the loop, the human is moved later in the loop. Creation shifts to AI, and we shift to reacting, reviewing, ratifying. It feels like nothing has changed. You still read everything, you still have the final sign off, but something subtle but important has changed. You're not building the logic anymore. You're just evaluating what was built. This shift is seductive because it feels safer. You're not responsible for generating the first draft. You have time to review, you can move faster through approvals. But here's the catch: you're not involved in creation. You don't fully understand the reasoning structure underneath. It's like reviewing the outside of a building without checking the foundation. Looks solid, but would you stake your name on it? Most professional workflows are built on this assumption that review equals understanding. But that's no longer true with AI assisted work because AI gives you something polished, fast, and confident, even if it's wrong. And when it looks good, our brains switch to scan mode. You nod, you approve, you move on. But that review is passive. You haven't tested the logic, you haven't applied real scrutiny, you haven't asked, is this the right way to frame the problem? So judgment doesn't disappear, it just gets weaker, and eventually it gets replaced. These are the signs this shift is happening in your organization right now. People say, I reviewed it, but I can't explain the logic. AI drafts go through untouched because they look fine. Review cycles get faster, but not deeper. No one can quite say who really made the decision. So, this is how governance erodes without scandal. It doesn't look like a failure, it looks like efficiency. So, what do? You don't need to block AI, you need to rebalance the loop. That means three things. First, bring judgment back into the creation phase. Don't let AI start from zero, give it structured guidance from your own expertise. Two, slow down the review phase. Require justification, not just approval. Ask what risks were considered, what assumptions were made. And three, clarify authority. Who is responsible for the logic, not just the output? Who owns the consequences of this decision? These aren't technical fixes, they're governance disciplines. And that's what we focus on in training and consulting. Not theory, not fear, just authority clarity. The illusion is that AI is replacing low level tasks, but in reality, it's pushing judgment out of the loop. That's not efficiency, that's risk. Your role as a professional isn't just to approve, it's to understand, it's to challenge, and to take ownership. This channel exists to help you do exactly that. In the next video, we'll talk about why governance policies fail. Not because they're wrong, but because they're built on old assumptions. Subscribe if you want to lead with clarity in AI assisted work, and if your team needs help rebalancing judgment, that's what we do. See you next time.